Is there anybody out there? Okay, so aside from a few short test runs, okay, can you hear me on there? Okay, apparently audio's working. That's a positive sign. Okay, good. Decided to do a little initial live stream here. I've never done this before, so aside from, as I was saying, a few little initial tests in the middle of the night, this is going to be the first actual, like, official uh, live stream, I guess. Network 126 Live, I'm calling it, as you can see from the new logo that I've done down there. So hopefully I don't screw this video up too much, because I'm used to being able to fuck up these videos so much and then being able to just cut them all up on the editing board and make them sound decent. So I have no idea how this is going to go. I got a whole live chat feed here. Looks like I got 6 viewers. Going on 2 minutes. Oh, this Alexis 10 person is just so kind. Well, if no one cares, then why are you here? What up from Chicago, Ryan K? What up? All kinds of people on here. I know, right? Get out, Alexis. Oh, what happened? Oh, the whole chat stream just disappeared and reappeared for some reason. Ban that fucker. Yeah, I should. Alexis 10, you're another trolling piece of shit. Yeah, there, I said it. Now, how do I can, okay, so it's giving me a report option. I can remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, or add as a moderator. No. Oh, man. This thing is funny. Okay, I'll just hide user on this channel. Bye, Alexis 10. You've been banned. First ever ban on Network 126 Live. All right, why not? Let's see. The IRC bully wants to be a mod. Let's see. I will ban for you. Cool, thanks. Amazing. The world of YouTube is just so. I don't know. I can't find the right word or words to describe it. It's such a mixed bag. Let's see how all this works out. I don't want to go on for too long. And then now the only reason I'm doing this right now is I have the ability to do all this on the laptop with the timestamp up there and the logo down there, my custom Network 126 Live logo. I'm doing all this from my laptop, so I need a constant stream of power and good enough Wi-Fi. So if I try to do this while I'm out, I'm kind of limited to wherever I can find power at or whatever. And also, not even depending on the power, usually the internet at places like Starbucks, I've actually found to be unusable at times. They're even slower than like the old dial-up that I had like 10, 15 years ago, or yeah, like at least 15 years ago now. Time flies so fast. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I don't know where I'm going with this video. Ben Rose says, when are you getting your RV? Good question. When I have money, when I can afford it. As soon as I have the money for it, I'm going to rush out and start. I'm going to start looking up the ads on Craigslist or whatever on OfferUp. 5 miles is another one. What's the other one? There's like three main ones. Let Go. So I'll just start hitting up all those ads and doing all these little trips, going out all these different places, checking out different RVs, and pick the best one for the best deal, and off I go on road trek. Yep, life is tough. I feel you. Yep, it is. I see it every day. People around me, they constantly share their stories with me. How much does cheap RV cost? Well, see, the thing is, see, the thing is, a lot of, well, mainly trolls, I guess, they've been trying to say, oh, he's not answering the questions about where the money's going to go and all this and that. So the fundraiser is asking for about it's 5,500 right now. GoFundMe takes out a percentage, so the total I'd get if I were to hit that goal, I get I believe about 5,250 out of that. So out of that, then I need to, because I'm probably gonna have to pay some fees at the DMV, whatever, for some old parking tickets and shit. And depending on how much I have in savings and whatnot, I'm gonna have to have some money for that. I need to be able to insure it. So what I'm thinking, and also want to have some money set aside for like any immediate repairs that it needs to be just roadworthy. Like if it needs like something done immediately to it before I can even start driving it, I want to have a little bit of money set aside for like something like that. So I'm thinking, and looking in the price range of about a 3 to 4 thousand-ish dollar RV. So if I get about 5,200, I want to spend about 3 to 4, ideally about three and a half on the RV, and then use the rest to have like as an emergency repair fund for it, and to be able to get it fully registered and operational with the DMV and everything, all that kind of stuff, all legit. Because I don't want to be out there with expired tags or anything like that. Because the last thing I want is to come back from Ubering and my laptop and everything is in the RV. Well, actually, no, I probably wouldn't keep it in the RV. I'd keep a lot of stuff in my storage unit, and I would only keep the basics in the RV because theft is pretty rampant. And I'd keep the laptop with me in the car, and then I'd come back. But I would hate to come back and my whole home is gone. I would be pissed off. So yeah. Quite a few people here. I'm going on, well, I'm going on almost 8.5 minutes, 8.5 minutes as of now. Going on 10 minutes soon. Got 12 viewers. I don't want to let this go on too long, and also I don't know how long I'm going to have the house alone for, which is one of the main things, one of the main reasons why I've been wanting and needing my own home, my own RV, so I don't have to worry about little things like that. Why not just get an RV that is 10 years old from Craigslist in your area? Well, that's what I've been. That's what the whole plan is. I'm not going to find anything new on, on Craigslist for, because a brand new RV was about $80,000 on, I guess, on the average to high end. So anything but about 10 years old would still cost several grand. So I'm trying to get something that's maybe at least like 20 to 30 years old. That's going to be in the 3 to 4 thousand price range. Yo, Brian, live streams now. The IRC boys being a pretty good moderator. Just put Suns BCK on timeout for 300 seconds. Interesting. Oh, this is it's an interesting platform. I've never known that YouTube would put something out like this. Going on 10 minutes now. Just noticed that. Super chat it, Brian. T Birds. I'm not. Is that is that something I have to turn on manually, separately, or I don't know? Because I remember something came up some time ago. Um, Something about asking me about super chat, and I think I turned it on. Not sure. I have to let me see if I can go back in a separate tab into my creator studio here and see what's going on there, if I have that activated or not. Why does the chat keep disappearing and reappearing? I don't get that. It just like goes, and then it goes all like gray, and then like all of a sudden it just bam reappears, like it just did right now. Desert Diversion says, "Howdy, Brian. Howdy." I'm still trying to look and see. Looking in the live streaming tab. Hello. Hello. It's is it not? Okay, it's just slow. Um, Let me see. Let me see here what everybody's saying. No super chat. The trolls will charge back donation. Fucking up AdSense. How much do you need for RV? Trying to get about $5,000 total. So I just explained. Well, since it's live, you guys can't go rewind. I guess I don't know, but trying to spend about $3 to $4,000 on the RV, so I have enough for a little bit of an emergency fund to be able to fix any immediate repairs that it needs, because it is going to be an old RV in that price range. So it might need something, maybe like a tire or two, something like that. So I'd want to have something set aside for that, and to be able to register it and insure it and get it all legit, legal, straight paperwork. Final Fantasy 8911. You're watching Network 126 live. Yes, you are. And so is about 22 other people. Oh, chat just disappeared again for some reason. Got 2 thumbs up. Still waiting for chat to come back. I still can't see what everyone's saying. There's a really cool interface and platform and everything, but I don't like. Okay, chat just came back. I don't like that it does that though. I thought Network 126 doesn't do live streams. Yeah, well, normally I don't, and honestly, I don't know for how much longer I'm going to have the house alone for. I could get interrupted at any second with, hearing keys at the door. So then I have to end it abruptly. So if that happens, that's why. They're going to smog test it. Yes, media guy. That's why I need to make sure that it's in smog test passing condition. That's another reason for the immediate RV repair fund set aside. So I'm going to need I'm not going to be able to register it here in California, at least, without being able to have it pass the smog test, the emissions requirements out here. Should move to Massachusetts. Now, see, the thing is, I'm going to address this right now. Everybody telling me you need to move, you need to move, you need to move, get the fuck out of California, move, 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 just move. I've been going crazy with that lately. Everyone who's been saying that and repeating it repeatedly to me. Okay, so the thing with that is it takes money to move. I don't know if some of you guys, well, shocker, it takes money to actually go somewhere and settle somewhere else. Not it's just not the traveling expenses alone, but just to be able to settle somewhere. I'm not just going to go and drive endlessly for a few hours just to go live in my car in some strange new environment. I'm not. That's not how moving works. But if I have an RV, I could tow my car behind it, since it is a small hatchback, and drive that endlessly for a few hours, and then wherever I decide to stop, pretty much, well, I'm already in my home still. So home is wherever I park it. So that's kind of the whole idea with the RV. 99 Hussein 99 or 91 Hussein 91 says, "Hope you get your RV soon, man. Millennials everywhere are struggling." Yes, thank you. Exactly. You get it. You're awake. You're aware. You know what's going on in the world. Uh, yeah, on that point, you can go look this up. Some of you guys who don't believe this, you can go look it up on Google. Spend 5 minutes on Google. Um, the new birth and marriage rates for my generation, millennials, is actually down historically. And while homelessness, cost of living has been skyrocketing, you can go look that up as well. Suicides are up, that kind of fun stuff. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of signs of a booming economy, thriving economy. I like to throw that in people's faces, throwing all those statistics at people. And when they try to claim that the economy is fine and it's thriving and it's booming, yeah, those are signs of a thriving economy. Someone's asking, Nick CT, what happened to your girlfriend? I miss her in your videos. Yeah, she's back with her family. We just couldn't handle staying in the car for prolonged periods of time like that. It was driving both of us crazy. I was so sleep deprived and going nuts, and my whole body was so sore from sleeping on that hard surface on the back of the car, there. And even if I just tilt the front seat back, I mean, you still can't lay, fully and comfortably, and it's just, I just be tossing and turning and not really fully, hitting the REM cycle of sleep as long as I needed to, and I'd just be waking up like a zombie every day, trying to push myself to go drive, and that was just driving me crazy. And a lot of times she would be falling asleep in the car next to me in the passenger seat while I'm still trying to push on, make deliveries, and that just wasn't working. It was just killing us. And so got in touch with some of her family, or was able to take her in, and so she's staying with them. Visit her a couple times. She seems to be doing all right. So that's the story with that. I just before chat disappeared, someone said walking journey is my yard dog. Oh yeah, desert diversion. Just came back. Brian, do you have, if it's Hussein 91, Brian, do you have siblings? No, I don't. I'm an only child. That's been something that's been also floating around. I think also walking journey's been pushing some kind of rumor that I have some kind of sister that went crazy or something. I don't know what the fuck. I don't have any siblings. I've been saying that for years, but apparently some people still think, and because of all these stupid videos that are being made about me and put out there, tend to confuse people. But I'm saying this officially. I'm the only one. I was the first and the last, one of a kind. Media guy. I can never sleep in a car. The cops would be harassing. They're crazy. Luckily, I've never run into that, but I have had like other kinds of people knocking on the windows and stuff, like random security people and stuff, either checking on me to make sure I wasn't dead or to tell me to basically get the fuck off the property because I wasn't allowed to be there. Things like that, or just random people like at 2 in the morning asking me for a random ride for cash or something, or asking if I had drugs or something. I think happened at least once. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm an Uber driver. I'm just trying to sleep. Fuck. God damn. This is why I need my own place. Ay, ay. Juwan, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chat just disappeared again. Some saying he says something about that. I'm surprised troll media is in here. Yeah. Got 20 people watching right now. 3 thumbs up, going on 20 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't really want to go on too long with this, but seems to be going on. Things seem to be rolling pretty steadily here, so I guess I'll keep it going for a little bit longer as long as I have the house to myself and don't hear keys at the door. Final Fantasy 8911. Mark my words, suicide, mass shootings, obesity, depression, autism, etc. are going to explicitly skyrocket in the near future. Desert diversion. Brian, there are white spots on the lens. Did you nut on it? LOL. No, that's lens glare. I've got it's a wide angle lens. Where's my other one? I have another one, but it gives a slightly different view, but this is what they look like. It's just a little cheap clip-on lens that you buy at like places like Big Lots, Fry's Electronics, things like that. And it's that they're designed to clip onto phones or laptops. So it's got a little spring-loaded clamp here that goes up and pretty wide. You can clamp onto just about anything there. It gives it a different field of view for whatever camera you clamp it to. Juwan, yeah, you said my name right. All right, good. Got 6 thumbs up there. Oh, 7 thumbs up. Good. 23 viewers right now. 91 Hussein 91. Good job, man. Hopefully you can monetize these YouTube videos. Yeah, they're pretty much all of them are monetized. A lot of people have been talking about recent demonetization that's been going on. Have noticed that on a few of my videos, but I have also found that some of them just miraculously, for no apparent reason, I don't even do anything, they just get re-enabled for monetization. Try to say that 5 times fast. And there was another one that I actually went and I requested a like a manual review, they call it. You got to click on the link that goes manual review, and then you got to agree that your content fits within YouTube's terms and stuff like that. So they went and reviewed it, and then it got enabled for monetization. Can't even say that. So yeah, so a lot of my videos, especially the one that's been going viral now, apparently that one of my crazy Uber pool passenger, that's doing pretty good. I'm not allowed to, per AdSense terms and whatnot. The last time I read that stuff years ago, I can't like publicly like give exact numbers of what I'm making, but it's gonna be a pretty good paycheck. Like it's gonna be the biggest one I've ever gotten in my over 7, close to 8 years of running Network 126. So that's a very exciting thing, and I really need that money right now. Shit, like perfect timing. I've noticed that I tend to, with YouTube, I tend to get my payment my payments dropped into my account at like just the right time, like just when I'm like needing the money at the most. Then it just so happens that I've accumulated at least $100 in AdSense, and then they send it to me, which like before it could take anywhere from like a few months to accumulate that much, and then now the time has been getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and so on. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully my channel maintains that momentum. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this live stream too, and keep trying to keep my channel relevant with maintaining it with new videos and keeping up with the comments and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work to run a YouTube channel, but it's paying off. It makes money, and it gets a lot of like a lot of shit off my chest. Basically, I get to vent, get to meet a lot of people that are going through similar situations and stuff as I am, and it's a good support system to have online, to be able to talk to people who are going through similar shit. I know there's a lot of white stuff on the lens. If I kind of cover that light, it all goes away suddenly. Yeah, that's what all that is. Just has to do with the way the lens is. That's how I believe J.J. Abrams and all his his lens flare videos, and not his videos, his movies. He does movies, not videos. And he does all this lens flare stuff, like in Star Trek. You see like someone on the bridge, and then there's all these lights, like in the background, all these lens flares. They do a lot of parodies of it on YouTube about it, making fun of him because of his excessive lens flare use. I still can't see chats right now for some reason, what people are saying. I don't know why it does that. I have a good connection to the internet right now, but it's just for some reason the chats don't want to show. Here we go. Francisco R says, "Hi from Argentina. Sorry about the freaks on your Uber day. LOL." I know, right? That video has been just going absolutely viral. It's gotten, I forget what the exact figure is. It keeps changing by like the minute. But last I checked, it's got like over 300 something thousand views. It's right now the most highly viewed video on my channel, like out of all 200 something videos. It just barely surpassed that laptop repair video that's got 200,000. Let's see, Joshu Reyes. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Use Instagram somewhat. I'm not really too active on it. I have got one that I got a few little things on, but just a lot of things like pushing road trek and stuff, little artsy fartsy things that I've done with the images of RVs and stuff. But I don't really get on it too much. I'm not really active, and usually I ignore most notifications unless it's like, oh wow, maybe I should look at that one. But other than that, I don't know. I'm usually either on YouTube, not even really Facebook anymore, even though I still have the official Network126 Facebook page. JB, how much have you have saved towards the RV? Well, actually, on that, I just noticed I got another $50 donation on GoFundMe, so that should bring me to a total of 110 out of about 5,500. Which, as I explained earlier, GoFundMe gets their cut out of the 5,500, so I get about 5,250 out of that. So that's how much, just for an old, you know. Let me see if I can actually get on my tablet here. I could do a screen sharing on the laptop, but I'm not sure how to really do that on the fly. I think it's just easier for me right now to go on my tablet and pull up a listing here too and just show it on camera. Final Fantasy 8911, Brian Fritz, Master of Live Streams. Cool, thanks. I've never done this before. I'm totally like, whoa. Oh man, because I'm like I said, you guys would have no idea how many times I fuck up my videos. Like when I'm doing a video about any particular subject, and I've got the material in my head already. I got an idea what I want to say, and I just start going and talking about whatever I'm talking about, and then I'm just like, then I'll just have like a brain fart, and it's like and then I'm just like all over the place, and then before I'm like and then before I get back on it, basically. And then so the editing process is really interesting because then I got to go back and I got to find all those places where I'm just like I got to cut, splice it all together so it all flows and has a good flow to it overall and everything. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically that. So like I say, this is all a new interesting experience for me. This is really something because I'm like paying attention. I'm paying attention to the chat thing going on over here. Then I'm trying to I'm on my tablet over here, and then I'm also looking at myself. So I'm like my attention span's like split three ways, and then I'm also trying to pay attention for if there's keys at the door or anything, or the car pulling up in the driveway. So I'm just like This is why running a YouTube channel is so challenging at times, especially now. But it seems to be going okay for now. Amazingly. Okay, so Craigslist. That's funny. I just typed in Craigslist.com and then I just midway through realized no, it's Craigslist.org. Like who uses org anymore? Isn't that for organizations? Not I don't know what we're trying to say here. Not even paying attention to the chat. Make digital content and license it, sound effects, videos of your town, videos of California, photos of places, etc. Leon Smith. That's a really cool, interesting idea. I should look into doing that. That'd be a good alternative source of income. Joanne, you got more viewers than Walking Journey yet. Oh man, that guy, I don't know what to think of him. That guy cracks me up. And the funny thing is, he gets on my channel and he tries to act all cool and like Brian, da 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 da, and you should be careful, this and this and that, and watch out for da da da. And then I go on to other channels that are like trolling me or whatever, and then I see comments from his official channel, like, yeah, way to go and B for T and da da da, and I hope you succeed in whatever you're doing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then I've confronted him before, and like I've gone on that comment, thread, and I've responded like, see, this is why, this is why we don't get along, or whatever. You two-faced motherfucking bastard, whatever, whatever the fuck I said. And then he still gets on my channel trying to act all friendly. Oh, hey, Brian. What the fuck? Like, Two-Face much? Really? Like, this ain't Batman, fucking Dark Knight and shit. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Oh, man. Leon Smith, your voice is acceptable for voice work. Clear enough. Would like to see you make 10-minute documentaries and see how it goes. Wow. Cool. That's a nice compliment there. Wow. Kind of took me back for a second. I didn't know what to say. Sons BCK. Hey, Brian, do you have an education? Beyond high school? No, because my life's been a fucking mess. And so I guess I can just rehash that real quick on live stream. Pretty much as soon as I graduated high school, I hate to say it, but my mom was just, I was going through a whole lot of verbal emotional abuse, and I was just miserable. I was going crazy. I was even suicidal at times. I was just desperate to get the fuck out of there, just ASAP at all costs. So I took the first job at this restaurant, hole in the wall that I found down the street called Leela's Fine Dining. I got hired pretty much on the spot, started working, but the owner it was already a sinking ship pretty much at that point, which I didn't know initially until later on when I started not getting money, it's not getting paid. But then since I was still in with my mom in her living room at the time, I was I'm getting distracted with the comments here, but I didn't really like. It's not like I had immediate bills that I had to pay. It's not like I had a car payment or anything at the time, or electricity bill, because I wasn't out on my own. As I said, I was living in my mom's living room. It's funny how I have a theme of living in rooms that aren't actually bedrooms, but anyway. um, so since I didn't have any bills to pay at the time, I just basically put up with it. And the owner of the restaurant she pretty much knew that she was a sinking ship, and she knew she was doomed, and so she had this whole plan all along that she was going to basically sell her business, the whole restaurant, to someone else who was going to buy it, and that with that money that she got, she was going to pay not only me but all the other employees um, that she owed money to, because she owed other employees thousands. She even owed contractors that did work like on the building, like to build her office and stuff in the like the corner area in the back by the bathrooms. To my understanding, he's still owed to this day about $3,000, just him alone. So she just left a trail of debris, basically, of just all these damaged people that she owed money to. It was really sad, actually, because she lost her home, her own personal home, in the process. And last I saw, by digging through some public records, I found out that she lives about at least 100 miles away, but none of the phone numbers, all the phone numbers that I was able to dig up, have all been disconnected. So anyway, with that whole story, my whole thing that I'm trying to go with this is I got ripped off for, I estimate, close to $8,000, because I worked there. It was about 6 or 7 months or so, I believe. And also, a lot of people don't know this, but at the same time, and this is going to shock a lot of people who think I'm lazy or whatnot, I actually worked two jobs simultaneously, because I wasn't making money at the restaurant, and I wanted to actually make some money so I could at least, have something in life, and, at least have like a cell phone or something, because I didn't even have a cell phone at the time. And so my life was a mess. So I wanted to make at least something. So I took this job, a seasonal job at Toys R Us, while that was still in business. And that's the whole thing that recently went out of business. I'll get to that in a minute. But I worked from about the middle of November or so to the day after Christmas was my last day. And it was funny because I remember I got sent out to push shopping carts from the parking lot and bring them back into the building. And the manager actually got pissed off enough that she like stood out there like this watching me. I didn't even know for like at least a couple minutes, 5 minutes or whatever, until I looked over and saw her standing there just mad dogging me, standing from the front of the whole front of the Toys R Us there. And and as I get up to the front with this like big old long train of shopping carts, I'm like, this shit. She said something about like it took you too long, or what took you too long, or something, some bullshit. I've never been able to to satisfy all these demanding ass managers that expect everything to be done in like 2 minutes flat. Like, what the fuck? Like, I had, you could saw all these shopping carts that I just pulled in, and you're gonna complain that it took too long. Like, look how many fucking shopping carts I just brought in. And she tried to say something. I didn't say it like that. I didn't cuss or anything, because I was trying to keep my job and all. Trolls are gonna say, oh, well, of course, no wonder you can't hold a job anywhere if you're cussing out your boss. No. Um, so I just tried to explain, like, well, I brought in a lot of shopping carts, and she tried to explain that, like, no, you have to bring in just a few at a time. Like, oh, well, I was saying, well, wouldn't that take longer? Because I'd have to, or about the same amount of time anyway, if I'm making more trips back and forth from the store to the parking lot. If I just stay out there and bring in a long train of shopping carts, it's kind of the same thing. But whatever. I never really, I don't know. Some managers are just. You should try to earn enough to attend a night college or something so you can get a nice solid income, buddy. Yeah, but but look at the way I mean, this is. I mean, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to, but this is where I live. I mean, I don't have privacy. Like, I can't study in that. It's like I got a cardboard wall. Like, it's not conducive to studying. I've been trying to explain that to people. That's why I need an RV. That's the most affordable form of independent, rent-free, mortgage-free housing. That's why so many people are doing it out here nowadays. A lot of trolls don't believe me and try to say it's not happening and this and that. But, oh, believe me, it's happening. I see it every day as an Uber driver. Wow, I'm going on 36 minutes. But yeah, I see it every day as an Uber driver going out. Everywhere I drive, like some places I just hit a row of like 5, 6, 7 RVs just lined up, maybe like a car in between or two. And some of them, they actually, like, the cars in, like, behind the RVs actually belong to the person in the RV, that they live in the RV, and their garage is basically the space behind the RV. So they just park their car there and they go on about their day. They go to work. A lot of working people too. You can go look this up on Google. Some of the trolls that don't believe me, a lot of working people, full-time jobs, have lost their homes, lost their apartments, whatever, due to rising cost of living, rising rent and all that bullshit. They wind up on the streets, and they're like, well, I might as well get an RV. It's the closest thing to a house that I can afford. And, since I don't have a down payment for rent right now, and credit shot, got an eviction. Now, that's also true for my personal situation, but I'm sure that's true for a lot of people nowadays, because of all the struggling going on and people just running up so much debt from all these problems, and just the cost of living versus average income is just so disproportionate, and so many people are struggling. Again, a lot of people try to get on my channel, say it's not happening, I'm just making it up, I just got mental problems, I'm just lazy, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing what people say, try to accuse me of, and all this shit, try to say it's all fake, and just making it all up, and it's just all a story. Yeah, like I said, go on Google, it's not a story. Pretty much every major mainstream and independent news publication, organization, whatnot, they all have stories about it. Just go spend 5 minutes or more on Google. That's all I say. JB says police are going to start impounding RVs for being illegally parked. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a war that's going on. It's you can go look that up too. There's a lot of articles being uh, published about that as well. I mean, that's a problem with our government, and they just think that if they just tow the RVs away, sweep all the homeless people under the rug, that the problem's just going to go away. It's not. We're either going to find alternative means of housing, either pop up in tents or go back with family, or if we have the money, get another RV and risk it again. That's what it's turning into. I mean, we're not going to disappear unless they round us all up in fucking detention camps and whatnot and just execute us all, and that'll make us disappear. But until they do that, we're as long as we're still alive and breathing and not being able to make enough money to make ends meet and be able to afford legit, normal housing, traditional housing, it's the problem's just going to continue. Yep, Final Fantasy 8911 just responded at JB for that. The wicked police are always good for opposing the oppressed. Yes, Final Fantasy, well, very well said. I agree totally, completely. Oh no, stupid troll Eric. I'm not even gonna acknowledge him. Fuck you, troll. Fucking slanderous piece of shit. Trolling bastard. Should just ban him outright. It's only gonna be a matter of time before the IRC bully bans him. Message deleted. The IRC bully. Stupid trolls. I got troll police now. Now what, bitches? Johnny Chinguez, where did you get your shirt? I believe I got this one at a thrift store. Coexist. I know it's a takeoff on the religious version that's got all the different religious signs, but this one's all computer stuff and technology logos. Pretty cool. Eric Teeth was hidden by the IRC bully. Oh, I love the troll police. It was awesome. Never thought I'd have troll police before. Oh shit. Damn, going on 41 minutes, 15 seconds. It's 3:01 p.m. I love this little timestamp thing up here, by the way. Something I added in this through the software that I downloaded on the laptop. Well, so I got 30 viewers. Leon Smith set up here. Video makers are always looking for 100% free video audio. Make some, see what the demand is. All right. Johnny Chingas says, you're watching Road Trek live with Mr. Fritz. No, this isn't Road Trek. Road Trek is a whole sci-fi series that I got planned with the RV. This RV right here. Got this. Well, this is just a little prototype that I built that I keep showing off on my YouTube channel. It's just so I kind of practice on building the design and overall shape of an RV. So then when I get my actual one, I can base a model like this on actual photographs of my actual one, so it'll actually look like my actual RV. So I'll try to make it look as detailed as possible, so I can, put it on camera and be able to, come up with the camera like this and like pan up, and then it looks like a drone shot with the RV sitting right here, and I can like float around and do that and do some image stabilization on it, like I did in some of those other clips that I released on Road Trek. Oh, and I totally forgot I was I was supposed to be looking at ads for RVs here, which I totally. I'm surprised the laptop's plugged in. Surprised the tablet battery is holding up so far, because lately it's been losing charge very quickly for some reason. But right now it's still at 97%. So I'm gonna look up Class C RV. That's another thing too. I'm very set on getting a Class C, because the reason why, because I don't want to get something that's too small, that's going to be too cramped and basically be a rolling bedroom, but I also don't want to be getting something that's too large, that's going to be very restricted on where I could park it, where I can physically fit it. And also, like, there's some places that have rules that are up to, that they have a limit of like 22 feet. So if I get a 22-foot RV, it might be a little cramped, but I'd be within the limit, and I'd be able to park at some places that have restrictions against things over 22 feet. Puppet Master says, you're so handsome, daddy. What the fuck? I have no idea if you're a guy or a girl, so I don't want to completely respond to that yet. JB, did you get your license back from your stolen wallet and other cards? Yeah, a long time ago. I took care of that, like right then and there. I went to the DMV and I got my temporary license printout. And I even said at the end of that video, I put text at the bottom of the screen there, and saying that I got it all taken care of. I don't know why some people seem to think that I didn't take care of that. But anyway, that's been taken care of, and already got the hard copy sent in the mail physically. RV Shadow says, get a 23-foot Class C RV. 22 foot has a cramped wet bath and not much storage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. That when they combine the shower and the bathroom and the basically one little room kind of thing, it's basically a shower with a toilet in it and a little sink in the corner. Yeah, that would be kind of cramped. I don't think I really want. I would actually want a separate, uh, bathroom and where I stand to go piss and shit. Separate from where I go wash myself. 91 Hussein 91. What Samsung tablet is that? It's the Galaxy Tab 4. Um, well, you can't really see anything on the back there, but that's just that's what the front there looks like. I can't even really see anything on the screen. I was gonna pull up some RV listings. I guess I'd have to get really close to the screen like that to be able to actually. Oh, it's still not picking up. Oh, there it goes. Just kind of takes the time for the contrast to adjust there. But yeah, let's try some RVs. Where do you think is the best place to park an RV in LA? Maybe Walmart. Johnny Chingas again. Um, yeah, actually, some WalMarts around here have been actually specifically banning it because, again, because the exploding homelessness out here that some people still wish to deny that is even happening. It's really happening, and it's getting to the point where I guess Walmart's in some places had so many problems with it. I guess their whole parking lots got filled with RVs, and they just had to say, okay, no, 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 you can't park here. The general saying about you can park at Walmart, but no, it's gone too far. No, you can't do that anymore. That's basically what's happened with some locations. I've noticed that Venice Boulevard, over around LA County. Well, I'm trying to say is that LA County in general has all these streets, but I see this everywhere, all over the place. But I've noticed one in particular, Venice Boulevard, is I guess one of the better known ones that you just drive on and on for a little while, and you just see all these RVs parked on both sides of the street, just lining the streets with like I said earlier, like maybe a car or two in between, but they're just RV after RV after RV after RV. And I'm, in case you guys haven't noticed, I never have a shortage of footage. Whenever I'm talking about this stuff and making a video about it, I always have a clip of a different new RV. I'm not reusing the same footage over and over again typically, because I have so much footage. I have so many RVs that I've seen that I'm always pulling out my camera and like as I'm going by, like I want to record that, and I get all these clips of RVs to be able to use later in whatever video. Ayush Patel, I just I guess rewatched your video with you kicking the passenger out. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like I said, it's been going viral, over 300,000 views, getting me some pretty good AdSense money, by the way. Which again, I can't say exactly how much, but it's going to be my biggest ever single AdSense payment the next time I get it. Wow, IRC Bully is watching on a 12.9 iPad Pro. Wow, nice. This is 7-inch Galaxy Tab 4 that I paid 154 brand new. Some people even try to say this is like some fancy. I forget who said this. Somebody tried to claim that this is $1,000 Samsung tablet. Like, look at you, uh, crying on the internet and begging for money for an RV when you got this fancy brand new $1,000 Samsung tablet. First of all, I've never even seen $1,000 Samsung tablet. I've even gone to like Best Buy, Fry's, places like that they have like the bigger like the 10-inch that's like humongous. I think that's maybe it goes even bigger than that now. But the thing is huge, but it's still like maybe 300 something dollars. I've never seen $1,000 Samsung tablet. So I don't know what that fucking guy's on, but anyway. Dax Moody, did you see Danny from LA talking about you? I have no idea who that is or what that's about. I don't really. I mean, sometimes I spend a little bit too much time watching YouTube stuff, but a lot of times it's like like glitch in the Matrix stories and shit. So I don't really follow all this drama on YouTube about me and shit. I mean, sometimes every once in a while I look myself up and I see what new bullshit people are posting about me, but I don't really follow it too closely typically. Let's see. Okay, so JB says get a truck with a tow hitch and a small trailer. This way you can still do Uber and have a private place to sleep. Well, yeah, that's basically the idea there of being able to tow my little hatchback car behind the RV. I mean, of course, it's going to be a drag on a gas mileage, but since it's a smaller car, it won't be as much as if it were a bigger car. Puppet Master, you are my hero. Thanks. I don't know what I did to achieve hero status, but okay, I can roll with that. Got 28 viewers going on 51 minutes now. Holy shit, 10 likes. Alex the Goat, dude, aren't you supposed to be working? Well, yeah, I'm about to go work, fucker. Trying to take advantage of being able to have the house to myself for like the first time in a long time and to try to do this live stream because the last time I was doing these little live stream tests was in the middle of the night. People were asleep and I couldn't be talking and making noise. And I hardly ever have this place to myself. And now for the first time I finally do, and I don't know for how much longer. So I'm trying to take advantage of that and actually do a real live stream when I'm actually connected to power in the wall and have access to actual real internet, not my cell connection. Otherwise, it'll be choppy as hell and be constantly freezing and glitching, and I don't want that. I'm trying to make this as good as possible. That's kind of the challenges of living the way I live in my situation is just to be able to do normal things and just be able to function and just get things off my chest, just be able to talk and do a YouTube video. I gotta like plan it so much, like, you know. Oh, Alex the Goat not hating though. All right, so we're cool then. Johnny Chingas, anyone have an Uber invite code? Well, I do. If you want to use that, we'll both get a bonus out of that. It's I've done it so many. I mean, I've typed it so many times. I think I still know it. Let me just actually double check that real quick. I'll just throw out my. Oh, Alex the Goat's asking, where's your girlfriend? Again, this is a live stream, so I guess you guys can't rewind. I'll just rehash that real quick. She's back with her family because we're going so crazy living in that car. And I was just going so sleep deprived I couldn't sleep on that hard surface or even tilting the front seats back. It was just man, it was just killing us both. And that neither of us were sleeping well. And I'm still trying to drive and push along. And a lot of times, like while I'm still making deliveries, she's been knocked out for at least a couple hours in the passenger seat or in the back seat because she was sleeping like shit too. See invites. Um, I just want to double check to make sure this invite code is. Uh, oh shit! No, I had it wrong. Okay, it's N letter N S number 4ZW. I'm gonna post that right now. That's my Uber invite code. Oh wait, where did it type? Uber invite code. There we go. Technology sometimes, and it's hot in here. This place doesn't have air conditioning. But then again, I grew up without air conditioning out in Pomona, which is pretty much the desert, more inland. RV Shadow says I would Uber, but I would scare the crap out of the passengers. Why? Are you scary? Alex the Goat says, how hot is it in Cali? Actually, oh shit, the battery's kind of dying. I actually do have back there on the wall. It's like it's not well, it's not really a full weather center, but it's kind of like that. But it just shows the indoor and outdoor temperature. And I got a wire sticking out the window, and I can barely see the screen because the battery's just about almost dead. One of the I guess the outside temperature is 80, or no, that's the inside temperature is 86. Outside is about 80, according to that, with the battery that's almost dead. Other than that, I could pull up a weather report, but I'm already trying to. I'm doing too many things at once here. Oh, RV Shadow, I drive too fast. We'll drive slower. Shit. Don't drive too fast. So fucking, that's crazy. I mean, I get it every once in a while, but shit. Dax Moody, it's hot. Yeah, it is. JC Trap. What up, Brian? What up, JC Trap? Once again, anybody out there, go, and I don't even know if I'm pointing at it, whatever. But look up that or sign up for Uber and use that code NS4ZW, and we'll both get a bonus, and that'll help get me closer to my RV. Now, to go back, some people were talking about Super Chat and mentioning donating to me. I don't even know how that works, or I thought I turned that on. I was actually trying to check that earlier, but I don't know where I went with that. I don't even know. Like I don't know, maybe someone out there could tell me. I'm not even looking at the chat or the video feed right now. I'm trying to look at okay, live streaming enabled, longer videos enabled, all these other things enabled. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Never mind. I found it. I don't even know what anybody's saying over there. I'm not even looking at it. But I'm about to hit the enable button. Let's see. Agree to terms, commerce, product addendum. It's got this big long thing, yada, 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 yada. Full name, title, email, oh boy. Okay, looks like my autofill has some things already there. Good. Title. Cinematographer. I'm sure I got a lot of trolls and haters. Cinematographer, get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. You know. But I consider myself an aspiring self-taught cinematographer with all my YouTubing stuff. Not so much the live stream stuff, but the other stuff that I edit and all that other. I'm so distracted right now. Company name. I don't know. I'll just leave that blank. I've read and understood the agreement, even though maybe I didn't. Wait, do I have to put in company? Oh, I have to put in something for company. Okay, Network126. Yes. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I accept. Let's go. Super chat. All super chat activities since live chat replay launched on February 28th, 2018. For results, see YouTube Analytics. Actual revenue may vary due to Apple service fee, sales tax, or other charges. Okay. I don't know, but super chat's enabled. Okay, now I'm back to the chat. Oh man, let's see what's going on here. Puppet Master, I like my women with a thick ass. Navian Johnson, is that your kitchen? Not my kitchen, my family's kitchen I live in. The kitchen is actually that way in front of me. The brain fart, the refrigerator's there, the stove's there, sink's right down there, and my living space is right there. Pyramid Head 138. Hello, Pyramid Head says, I'd rather have a trailer than an RV. I prefer to tow my house over driving it. Well, it's a personal preference. I mean, it's kind of basically the same thing because you're still driving it, but then the only difference is you can unhook up you unhook it from your house, and then you can still drive the truck away. and keep the house as just like a standalone. Alex the Goat, why do you think your video went so viral? Well, because a lot of people, I guess, like watching awkward, crazy Uber rides where the driver ends up cussing out the passenger and kicking him out. I mean, I don't know, I guess, because I've actually noticed my video that's now got over 300 something thousand views has actually gotten more views than some other Uber passenger videos that have gotten a lot of views. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking it's probably more also has to do with the guy at the end, that Cholo. A lot of people don't watch the end of the video, but because I think that I'm calling the passenger the Cholo, and they're like, "What? Like Eugene's not a Cholo name? Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck?" I'm like, no, you didn't watch the end of the video. Watch the end of the video because some fucking Cholo literally comes up to my window and it's like, you know, what the fuck are you looking at, or whatever the fuck he said. What are you looking at me for? I don't know, I forget what he says, but I quoted it on there on the video. You have to go look at that. It's got over 300,000 views. Help me out, get some more views. Post it on Facebook, Insta, Twitgram, whatever. 88 Nick 8. Would you want to talk with Anthony 777, also known as Walking Journey? I don't know. He's, like I just said earlier in this video, later when this video isn't live and just on my channel regularly. Oh my god, over an hour. This is the longest video ever on my channel. Holy shit. I don't even know if people are still watching this. So back to Anthony. Okay, so if you can't rewind, I just went over that earlier. He's such a two-face, and he goes on. I mean, like I go on these other channels that are trolling me and stuff, and he's calling me B for T and this and that, and encouraging the trolling and rooting them on. And then he gets on my channel. Oh, hey Brian, you know, you should be careful out there, and you know that you should do this and this instead, this and this instead, like this, and just be careful. And you know, I care about you or whatever. I don't know what he says, but he kind of gives that kind of vibe, like I don't know, like. Yeah, like he was really pushing for me to go live with either him and his mom in Texas, or to go rent out there near him, or I forget what the exact story is, but basically he wanted me out there close to him. Ooh, he's gonna go nuts if he's watching this. But this is, some of the commenters are even kind of making fun of that too. But yeah, I don't want to go to Texas. Did he offer you a job in Texas? Yeah, supposedly, sort of, kind of. There's a whole thing about that. He said that he could probably get a job for me out there, and I could stay out there in Texas. But he's just, like I said, he's just so weird, and I think he was just going to turn it into a whole, like, a social experiment, entertainment thing, whatever bullshit. I don't know. Alex the Goat, he says he has a vending machine company. I don't know. I don't even follow with the guy. All I know is he starts all his videos. You're watching The Walking Journey with me, Anthony, the one and only Anthony, or something like that. Oh, and Walking Journey has a live stream running as well, Nick CT says. Oh, well, good for him. Does he have 27 viewers, 11 likes? I'm not even watching it. I don't know. He's probably, I don't know if he's probably talking about me. He's probably, I mean, he's always talking about me, though. He's so obsessed with me. Right. Going up in the comments here if I missed any good stuff. The comments just go so fast, and it's just hard to keep track of so many things at once. Watching what I'm doing, watching the live feed, watching what I'm trying to do on the tablet here. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of multitasking. I do a lot of multitasking when I Uber because I need to pay attention to the GPS while I'm driving, but I'm splitting my attention even more ways right now, I think. Okay, I'm like totally. Okay, I'm just gonna go back down. What's going on down here? Oh, on his phone, he's watching your stream, says Juwan. He's probably tripping balls right now. He's like, oh my God, he's still on a live stream. Oh my God, it's a miracle. Praise Jesus. Oh, my chat just went. Oh, here it goes. I hate when it does that. He's showing his viewers. What the fuck? All right, I'm not a scammer. If okay, if he's showing right now, I'm not a fucking scammer. So cut all this stupid scammer rumor bullshit. This is all real shit. This like, oh my god, you guys have no idea how many people are fucking struggling out there. Like, if you don't believe me, watch or well, not only watch my videos because I could say anything honestly. Go look it up for yourself. Look up all this stuff that I talk about: the exploding homelessness, the rising cost of living, even rise in suicides, the drop in new births and marriages, and the whole millennial generation as a whole historically. Go look that up. And actually, right now, my generation, the 18 to 34-year-old age bracket, is more likely right now to be living at home with parents than out on their own with their own spouse. Go look it up. I'm not making this bullshit up. It's really that bad. Shit's tough out here. Final Fantasy 8911. LOL. It's probably like, yeah, tell them, show them. I mean, seriously, I'm really not making this bullshit. It's not bullshit. I almost kind of, man, the trolls are going to run with that one. But anyway, look it up. You think it's bullshit? Look it up. Laugh all you want. Accuse me of lying, making all this shit up. Go look it up. So many stupid videos being made about me, I swear. I just want a home. I'm live streaming from where I actually fucking live. The kid, like I said just a few minutes ago, I'm pointing at the refrigerator right now. The refrigerator's right there, stove's right there, and the sink is right down there, and I live right there behind those pieces of cardboard. I just need a home. It's not a scam. Get your Class A, live in the truck, and make money. See, so many people try to get me into truck driving. I just don't know. I mean, as it is, I'm gonna be terrified enough of just driving a Class C RV. That's just a given. I already know this. I already saw this coming since a long time ago, and I can already see the day where I finally have the RV once and for all, and I'm making a video about it, and I'm getting behind the wheel, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, 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 shit. I'm gonna be like that just with the Class C RV. So I'm probably gonna wanna Walking Journey, $20. Hello, Brian. Good to see you. Please, everyone, check out Walking Journey on YouTube. Did you just donate $20? Huh. Okay. Well, if you're gonna be throwing money at me like that, then I guess I can overlook some of your trolling. I guess that kind of makes up for it. I'm gonna take a little snapshot of this on my phone before it goes away. Come on. God, the camera on this phone is so slow. It's got such a delay on it. There we go. I think I got it now. Okay. So I just got a little cheap. This is Some people are gonna probably accuse me of having $1,000 fucking iPhone. No, this is just a little LG, and I paid $50 for it, Metro PCS. And even this little pop socket thing on the back of it, it says the Woody Show on it. I should be getting paid for saying that, but I picked it up for free. It's just a radio station show that I'd listen to a lot in the car while Ubering, and they were announcing that they were giving these little things away, doohickey things, thingamajiggies for free nearby at this burger place. I believe it was the Habit Burger or something like that, and they had a little camp out thing. They're broadcasting live, and so I was like, all right, I guess I'll go and hang out, go eat, and get a free pop socket phone holding grabber holder thingy, whatever it's called. 88 Nick 8 says, Anthony gave you 20. See, he likes you. He's a good guy. Oh, all right. I guess we'll see. He did give me $20, so I gotta, you know, I gotta give some credit to that. Shit. Shams the cat says A for T, Anthony for title, just gave you 20. That's funny. Oh man. Joan's over here laughing his ass off. Uh, JC Trap, at least you eat good. Let's see. Final Fantasy, laughing at Shams the Cat's comment. Oh man, I'm surprised I'm actually still going on with this live stream as long as I'm going. Surprised I haven't been interrupted by keys at the door or anything. It's been a while since I've had the place to myself, like truly to myself, for this long. Alex the Goat, what kind of music you listen to? All kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff. A lot of alternative stuff. I mean, but I pretty much I listen to just about everything except for just a few things like heavy metal, country music. That's probably gonna piss off a couple people, but whatever. I'm pretty much open to just about anything. It kind of depends on my mood or whatever. But yeah, like I said, a lot of alternative stuff, and at times some mainstream stuff. I also like to listen to a lot of like instrumentals, a lot of movie soundtracks, that kind of stuff. I like to just like immerse myself in those like ambient sort of atmospheric type soundtracks to things. Since I'm very like imaginative and I can just like sort of zone out and just like go into my own like worlds and stuff. And anyway, I'm kind of rambling. When are levitating? When are your parents coming home? I don't know. I have no idea. That's why I'm constantly listening for keys at the door. Because if that happens, if I hear the engine of the car pulling up in the driveway, if I hear the keys at the door, I'm just gonna be like, all right, that's it, guys. I'm no longer home alone. End stream. That's it. Too bad. Too late. If you wanted to join in, too late. That's it. So that's the downside of not having my own place. That's why I've been pushing for the RV so bad. See, if I had an RV, I could be doing these kind of live streams like every day. Well, maybe that may or may not be such a good thing. Who knows? But I'd be able to do these things just freely in the middle of the night or just whenever I feel like it, and never have to worry about someone coming home, someone walking through the door, someone. I mean, I'm literally like right here. This is the kitchen walkway. Out there is the living room. When people want to come in the kitchen, they come right here. They walk right here, go along right here, and just then the sink is like right here in the middle, and like it's not very conducive to um, running a YouTube channel or even just living a life. Ryan K, will you do this again? Perhaps. It's just like I never know. Like these kind of things are hard to plan because I don't know like when or for how long I'm going to have the place to myself. That's the thing. That's why I need the RV so bad. You'd have to pay for internet too with the RV. Well, I have internet on here. I mean, I can hotspot on here. It is a Metro PCS, but it does hotspot. I do have my own Wi-Fi, which is how I do Uber. Actually, I hotspot from the phone to the tablet, and I do Uber on the tablet, and I'm connected through Wi-Fi. Uh, PGH Media, what happened to G4T? I've been saying this for years. I have no idea. I don't talk to the man. I don't have any communication with them. I've lost his number a long time ago. I have no idea where the fuck he went, what he's doing, or what. So many people just they seem to think that I'm like the go-to person for like news about G4T or G4T related content. And I'm like, okay, I split ways with them long the fuck time ago, back in like 2013. That's like when we first see, we did a couple videos back then. We met up one time in person. I've explained this before, but I guess I'm just gonna end up explaining this again real quick. We met up one time in person. We filmed about a couple of videos. It was him and I believe this guy named Nick, and we talked about the economy, jobs, looking for employment, that kind of stuff. And then we just sort of went on our way. And they were trying to get me into some kind of thing with real estate, which I turned out was a big thing that people got arrested for and went into jail for. Which I'm so glad I was never part of any of that. I guess Like some people speculated that they wanted to have me be the the fall person for that kind of stuff, and like the person to take the blame or something. I don't know what the fuck. I hardly even followed along with that stuff because I was also at the time that all that was going down. I was dealing with my mom dying of cancer, so I was hardly even like in the YouTube world, and I just kind of dropped out of YouTube for a while. So ever since all that shit went down, I've been trying to basically distance myself as far away from all that shit as I possibly could for like the past half decade. And people have still been fucking saying all this stupid shit and associating me with G for T and the scamming and the real estate fraud. I've been so sick of it. I've been trolled endlessly almost for years, like we're off and on. Um, Anyway, Lisa Chavez says, "Oh, my buddy Anthony likes you, just wants you to live better." Sunny Skies for me says, "Anthony has a mean streak." Man, his comments are funny. So yeah, but back to the subject of internet on my phone, real quick. That I don't know, brain fart, but the Wi-Fi, the hotspotting from the phone, it's included. I pay $40 a month for this, and I get I used to get 3 gigs of 4G and unlimited 3G, but for some reason, I guess it's some kind of promotional thing. They doubled my 4G to 6 gigs for no additional cost. That they just told me that I had to go into a Metro PCS store and talk to the person, and I guess basically give them an opportunity to like upsell me on some other products and services, which I can freely decline. But they still give me the doubled monthly allowance of 4G just for going into the store and talking to someone. Oh boy, well now Walking Journey's in here. Okay. He just says hello. He said one thing and then he retracted it and then he says hello. Hello. Anthony Journey walking. Anthony Journey. uh, let's see how do I pronounce this? Amamos 26143. My friend drives Uber in San Jose, San Francisco, Moby for Friday, Sat, and Sunday. Sometimes he brings home 1,200. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you live, but it's good money depending on where you are, and makes really good. Wow, yeah, I think the market out there is it's a higher cost per mile and per minute than compared to Los Angeles or Orange County. Even Orange County, I believe, is slightly higher per mile and per minute than Los Angeles County, but then you don't qualify for the bonuses. Like if you drive 30 trips and make $60, if you're out in Los Angeles County, or I mean, if you're out in Orange County and you do any trips out there, it doesn't count towards that bonus. But as soon as you cross county lines back into LA County, it all of a sudden starts counting, but then you make less per minute and per mile. It's so weird. Sunny skies for me. Says Anthony, $20 won't take back the mean things he said about Brian. Oh wow. Wow, again, and I'm surprised this is still going on this long. Going on literally an hour and 18 minutes and 35 seconds. It's now 3:38 p.m. Nobody has come home yet, and I guess I'm just gonna keep taking advantage of this because I mean, if I get to do this kind of stuff every once in a while, at least have a place to myself and be able to unwind and do this kind of shit, it'll help, with the depression levels and shit. And then, as soon as someone does come home, and I'll just jump in the shower and I'll be out of here. I'll be out driving, making money. In addition to the money that I guess I'm making through AdSense revenue and whatnot through this video. Levitating chicken, show us your parents on live stream. Well, I'm home alone. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing. Like, I can't do this kind of shit when people are home. There's the whole point of why I need the RV so bad. Like I was just saying a few minutes ago, that I could do this kind of stuff anytime without having to worry about people walking in through the door or walking around this little path right here to the kitchen when they come home. No, no, they don't even want to be on live stream. No. I'm going to shut this off as soon as I hear the engine from the car pulling up in the driveway. Happy Jesus 123 at Heart of Rebel. Oh, where was Heart of Rebel? What do you like a bit? Oh, come on. See, oh, okay. This Heart of Rebel. Okay, I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna totally put this guy on blast right now. Because this guy's trying to rip off of my Road Trek show and turn it into a fucking comedy. First of all, it's not even a fucking comedy. God, I'm just so taken aback by this. This guy is literally trying to plagiarize my work. Corky the Clown, yes, Final Fantasy 8911. Corky the Clown is trying to totally plagiarize my entire idea of Road Trek and the dimension jumping RV and whatnot and turn it into a fucking comedy. Basically masker my fucking idea, like a fucking whatever the fuck, like with no respect, and just say, I'm just going to make this a comedy about fucking Beaver T and his trolls and blah, 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 blah. Okay, first of all, dude, what the fuck? And second of all, I mean, I don't even know where to go with this, but he actually left me a voicemail. Heart of Rebel, I'm gonna put your voicemail on blast. By the way, I mean you basically gave me evidence. Hello, you admitted in a video that you even said the word plagiarize, that you're stealing the idea from me, and then you also said it in a voicemail. I mean, I downloaded that video to my hard drive already off of YouTube, so even if you delete it, I still have it, and I also have your voicemail. So technically, I could fucking wipe your ass, clean the floor with your face in court, because I wouldn't even have to say anything. I just have to hit the play button. Deep. This can't plagiarize an idea. It's a comedy about a guy like you in an RV that travels interdimensionally. Well, hello, my sci-fi show Road Trek is about an interdimensional jumping RV, and the main character is based on me in my life. Hello. Happy Jesus 123 network at Network126. Corky, the world's smelliest felon, is Heart of Rebel. Call Crime Stoppers. You can get a reward if you turn him in. Shit, maybe I can get the money for the RV that way. Johnny Chingus, what the fuck? They're stealing your idea. Yeah, Heart of Rebel. Go and look at his fucking channel. Heart of Rebel. It's a bald guy with the blue T-shirt. What this thing's like. That's what his picture looks like. He says it's a joke, Brian. Learn to laugh a little. Yeah, but it's my fucking idea. And then when I come out, you know, first of all, he tries to use the excuse. If you go and look at his video, he tries to say, I'm going to play this voicemail in a minute, but he tries to use the excuse in his video that just based on the fact that because I haven't done my series yet, that, oh, well, it's up for grabs. I might as well just take it and run with it and go to a Hollywood producer and turn it into a comedy. No, dipshit, it doesn't work like that. Dude, like seriously, I mean, I get that you want to make a comedy, whatever, but it's my idea. It's my concept. Like, what the fuck? A lovable doofus. The character, he says, the character in Road Trek is a lovable doofus who through film learns to grow up and take responsibility for his life. Hence, a comedy. Yeah, okay. And then Sunny Skies for me is jumping in saying it's Brian's kitchen. Brian is for real. Yeah, and okay, so and back to my whole thing. Now, see, first of all, let me just go back to. I'm just going to straight to the voicemail. I'm going to just go straight to the voicemail. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, duh! It's the one that I had pulled up right in front of my face. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang my phone right up on here, right next to the microphone. I'm going to play. Heart of Rebel, everybody.
Dude, I gotta tell my God, I am so fucking happy, dude. I sent the synopsis, screenplay that I basically stole from you.
Stole
The
from
one
me.
where, the RV has like the ability to travel to different dimensions, and they love the characters, which I based off you and your girlfriend.
Oh,
They love
I feel so
they loved
touched.
the villains, which I
So thoughtful.
based off of some of your haters. They love it. They fucking love it, dude. Dude, I have been talking to a Hollywood fucking producer. The dude is legit. Legit. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say which film.
And it cuts out right there. Well, how about you tell us, Heart of Rebel? How about you tell us who that producer is, so I can go tell him whose idea you're ripping off of? Huh? Leroy Jenkins, this doesn't look like a kitchen. Really? All right. That's because the kitchen is in front of the camera. This is the kitchen. It's the kitchen. Does this look like a kitchen to you guys? That's a kitchen. It's my real fucking life. Sadly, unfortunately. I wish I was faking this shit. I wish it. God, believe me, I wish I was making this shit up. I wish I was. Sunny skies for me. Show them, Brian. Yeah, this isn't a fucking joke. I really live like that. Harder Rebels. Like I said, it was a joke, you doofus. Well, I hope so. Oh, God, so many things happening at once. 126, an hour, 26 minutes. I was hoping I'd catch that, and I did ended up catching that. 126. Now, a lot of people, they ask me about the Network 126. It's just a personal number to me. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but it's a personal number to me, and it tends to pop up in my life a lot, the number 126. So that's why I named my channel Network 126. What? Leroy Jenkins says e-beggars tend to congregate. Interesting. What the fuck? Heart of Rebel. I wish my parents would let me build a cardboard fort in their house like Brian's parents. It's not a cardboard fort, it's my fucking room. This isn't playtime. This is my fucking life, dude. The fuck? Trying to fucking fort my ass. Pet Unique LLC says, "Hi Brian, I'm just checking in to say hello and show support for your channel." Stupid chat disappeared. I hate when it does that. Does that happen to anyone else? And 39 viewers, 11 likes. I've been watching you for years. Says Pet Unique LLC. Thank you for love and support. I love it when people actually love and support me. It's a breath of fresh air. Good break from all the stupid trolling and bullshit. I don't know why Final Fantasy his comments keep getting hidden, but I keep unhiding them. Final Fantasy is cool to comment. He's been following me for years. God. Stupid Heart of Rebel. He thinks this is a fucking joke. Do you and your girlfriend have sex in your cardboard fort? Dude, don't. This is what kind of guy this guy is. I read his comment for everybody else to hear, so you guys hear what a fucking douche nozzle, whatever the fuck I'm trying to call him he is. I don't even know what to call him. I mean, yeah, he's joking and shit, but come on, dude. This is my fucking life. Nah, he just got blocked. Just got deleted. That's what I meant to do. I missed the first time. It's kind of hard to do that. I don't look at the camera and like line my palms there. Happy Jesus 123 says that at Heart of Rebel, your parents make you live in the yard. Corky lives in the yard, but the dog lives in the house. Oh, that's sad. Oh, oh man, this fucking whole YouTube world is something else. I hope I'm at least making some decent AdSense bucks on this whole live stream. Oh my god, okay, Leroy Jenkins just keeps trying to put the guilt trip on me of why am I not out driving right now. Okay, when you live in a kitchen like I do for as long as I have, when you have an opportunity to have the house to yourself like this for any duration of time, you take advantage of it for the sake of your sanity, for being able to just do shit and just be able to feel alive and function and talk, get shit off your chest. I don't normally get to do this. No, Leroy Jenkins, I'm not too tired. I'm about to go drive as soon as someone does come home and I have to end this live stream. I'm just taking advantage of because having the house to myself, I hardly ever get the house to myself. Buick McCain, are you broadcasting from home right now? Yes, we've already covered that. I've already did a little tour. I walked around the kitchen. That's my cardboard room thing and closed bed behind me. I'm just trying to take advantage of the house being empty because my first live stream tests were in the middle of the night when people were asleep in the bedroom, so I couldn't talk or make noise. They were just short little clips. So I was just testing out to make sure I got the logo down there right and everything and the timestamp and make sure everything was working and I knew how everything functioned here. Sunny skies for me. It says it's good Brian made this video to prove he's not lying. Okay, well yeah, I mean it's this has been real all along. I've been trying to put it out there, I've taken pictures, it's out on the GoFundMe and people don't believe it for some reason, so I guess they needed to see it again in a video. It's not fake, it's not bullshit, it's not a scam. That's my air conditioner up there currently, and we don't even have air conditioning in this house, so that's how it's like. I think last I checked, it's like 86, I believe, degrees in here or something like that. If the temperature thing back there on the wall is still good, because I can barely see the screen. The batteries are like almost that dead. Brad Silverdogs has Brian, have you ever heard from G4T? No. I don't know how many times I have to keep explaining this. I haven't had any contact with G4T since like 2013, 2014. I have no idea what happened to the man. We totally split ways. I had to deal with the whole thing with my mom dying of cancer and all that. And so that was the whole thing with that. Callister Smith says, if he bought a cheap camper trailer, could he park it at your folks? Not really. We don't have a backyard or anything, and we don't even have our own driveway. In fact, the driveway is actually shared. The driveway entrance from the street is shared. It's split off between 3 different addresses, ours and the landlord's and the next door neighbors. It's really small and cramped, and it's not good. Parking situation out here is a mess, and then they have street sweeping, and if you don't move, you get at least a $50-$60 ticket, something like that. And I don't even have anything to tow a trailer with. That's why I need an RV, so I can just drive the whole house. Woody George says, guys, he doesn't even want an RV. Yeah, I do. I said a trailer. Guy is crazy. What's the other comment? Anyway, why not get a job at an RV sales office? First of all, me and sales just don't mix. Me and sales Just like me in the military, or like oil and water, we just don't mix. And the thing is like, because I tried. In fact, you know what? I wasn't even planning this, but I do have a solar panel here. Um, Not because I was trying to charge anything via solar from my bed, but because I was actually using it as like a glass table to put the laptop on so it wouldn't overheat from being suffocated by the blankets. But I was actually trying to sell these modified with basically a car cigarette lighter plug that give you a USB port. I would wire up one to the other end of the cable so you could plug in your phone or whatever. And there's no battery in this. That this is just I guess this is just the conduit where like the wire meets the actual solar modules in there, and you could put a diode in there to prevent it the power from backflowing into the panel at night, which is optional. But there's no battery in this. It was just straight solar to cigarette lighter to phone, and it would work. And even something that I really believe in, that I think is really cool, and I'm really trying to pitch to people and talk about the advantages of. I just can't sell anything for the life of me. Like I don't even think I could sell a bucket of water to someone who was on fire. Even if the bucket of water was for like $1 or even free, they still wouldn't want it. They'd just rather choose to burn to death right in front of me. Shit. So that's a story with that. Leroy Jenkins, he doesn't want to work, period. Oh, shut the fuck up. I hate when people say that. Dude, I worked in a fucking warehouse for like nearly 2 years straight. It was a hard labor job. It would get hotter than what it says back there, like 86 degrees. It would get so hot, like I literally I felt almost faint at times. It would get so hot, and we would just have to keep pushing through it. And I was paying the rent, paying the bills on time every month until my old car started falling apart, and I fell behind and all that shit, and then I got evicted. But up until then, before that, all that time, I was paying everything on time. I was responsible, working hard at a warehouse for all that time. I've had jobs before that. Leroy Jenkins says, and you quit. I just explained, trolling dumbass. Maybe IRC bully needs to go squash this Leroy Jenkins trolling bullshit. Um, I already explained why I had to quit. I had a 22-year-old station wagon. The video is on my channel. You can go look this up. I had a 22-year-old station wagon, had failing CV axles, various electrical problems. Thank you, IRC bully. Can't even see your name sometimes. And had multiple electrical problems. It was overheating. Sometimes it just wouldn't start. The solenoid was okay. The battery was okay. Just something wasn't connecting sometimes. And it was giving me so many fucking problems. People accused me of lying and making it up and saying, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You just didn't want to work and blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Final Fantasy 8911 at Leroy Jenkins. Brian works every day. I've been trying to. I missed yesterday and the day before, but well, actually, no. I drove some last night, but I totally missed yesterday. I was gonna go out the day before on yesterday, but I just wasn't feeling it. And I've been driving all the whole week before, Monday through Friday, and made over like $300. And then I'm about to go drive again, like in a little bit after I'm done with the live stream here when someone comes home. Basically, it's 3:58. I'm probably gonna have about maybe an hour or so before somebody comes home. I don't know if I want to take the live stream on that long though. I do have 40 viewers as of right now live, so and the comment stream's still going. Anonymous 07192, what's your favorite music genre? Ask me again about music. Just again, uh, I mean, again, just about anything. Pretty much open to anything except like country and heavy metal shit like that. A lot of alternative stuff, a lot of like cinematic type soundtracks for movies and stuff like that, where I can just immerse into like a total, cinematic sounding ambient world. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but you get the idea. Go and look up some soundtracks for your favorite movies and whatnot, and you'll get the idea. David VR says sales sucks, but could you probably make more in RV sales than Uber? I've never been able to make money in sales, honestly, ever. Ever, anytime I ever try to dabble in sales ever in my life, I've never made money. No, nobody ever wants to buy anything from me. Maybe it's just a vibe I emit or something. People are just turned off by wanting to buy from something from me. Even like I just covered right now about the solar panels, it's something I believe in, something green energy, something I have myself that I was using, taking out, while I'd be out on my bike and charging my phone with. And people would stop and talk to me and ask me about it. And then so I decided to start trying to sell them that I really believed in the product. I sold one, but it was to a friend. It was someone who I already knew, who thought they were cool and wanted to support me. It wasn't like just some stranger. So I've never been able to sell anything for some reason. Even when I try to post shit on Craigslist, like I'll go like for weeks or months trying to sell something. Sometimes, I'll take real good pictures of it. I'll be very thorough with the description and everything, and people are just lowballing me or just I don't know. I've always had problems selling things. Callister Smith says, "Hey, not sales, but just worked at an RV place." Well, I guess if any of them are hiring. Heart of Rebel says, "I'd love to get paid to kill wild pigs." The fuck? That's kind of savage, morbid, I think are the correct words. Good money, excitement, exercise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we see you, unfortunately. Juan says, "Have you tried looking at any college before?" No, because I live right there. TV is right there. The sink is right there. I mean, there's no privacy. I can't study or do anything like that. There's no peace and quiet and privacy. I need my own place. I need an RV. I need a home. Happy Jesus 123 at Heart of Rebel. No, no one can see you. Joanne, like community college. Well, but still, but I need to be able to have a place to come back to and study and just be alone. I don't have that. I can't even think about school. I can't like. I mean, sometimes I'll just be like sitting behind my little space back there behind the cardboard wall, and I'm just trying to rehearse a YouTube video in my head. Not even like something like college, not something like super important or anything. Just something I want to rant about, and I'm like going through my head this whole thought stream of what I want to say, and then all of a sudden I hear the TV or someone talking across the room and talk about something, and my whole train of thought just goes, and I'm just like, and then I just lose my whole train of thought. I'm like, wait, where was I again? I was thinking about. Okay, and then I wanted to do this thing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I wanted to say this thing, and then that, and then there's another noise, and I'm like, uh, see, it just throws me off. I can't function like that. That's why I keep saying I can't function like a human being in that kind of environment. I mean, it's not. I don't want to blame my family. It's not their fault. They're very loving and supportive of me and doing all they can to help me. But at the same time, it's just the kitchen, dining space, whatever you want to call it. It's no place for a person to live. I can't function like that. Callister Smith, now you're making excuses. Yeah, yeah. People keep saying that. It's just I've been hearing that shit for years. They're not excuses. Try living the way I do. Try functioning the way I live, and you'll see how difficult it is. They're not excuses. I'm sick of fucking hearing that shit. Ugh. So Tristan McCoy says, "What age did you move out?" I was about, what was I? It was just before my 21st birthday. It was December of 2008, which was a very interesting year. Just to kind of rehash real quick, I guess. Well, I've never really put the whole life story out there, and I'm not going to do it now, but just to kind of give a brief summary, if I can. Um, See, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, I went through a lot of verbal psychological abuse from my mother. I was living in her living room. And so in 2008, not only did I get in touch with my father for the first time in my like whole adult life via MySpace, I also met my girlfriend also through MySpace at the time. Not the girl that you see in the Uber videos. That's a totally different girl. We're still best friends to this day, actually. But I met her, and we felt an instant connection. Basically, I already feel like I'm going to make this story too long and that'll be a brief summary. But basically, we felt an instant bond, and we hadn't been too long together too long, and she was having problems at her own place, and she was about ready to. Well, she just said just got kicked out actually, and she was just really wanting to get out of there anyway. So we decided to just get a place together. And that whole time, that's when I moved out, and I just kind of dropped it on my mom all of a sudden that I was leaving. Like I told you, if you don't stop abusing me, I'm gonna leave one day. Shut up, you stupid idiot. She used to talk to me like that and call me that. Uh, so it was worse than that. But she said a lot of hurtful things. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But anyway, I tried to warn her that I'd leave one day, and so I did. One day, I just dropped it on her, like no warning. In fact, she didn't even know I was leaving until she came out from her room into the living room and saw my computer gone and everything. And I was already loading it up into my girlfriend's car, and she asked me what was going on, and that's when I told her. Like I literally like just dropped it on her right then and there. And so that I was 20 years old, just about to turn 21, and so that's been it pretty much. And that whole time I was looking for a job, and that was right around the time when the peak of the they call it Great Recession. I call it depression. A lot of other people call it that. Um, Rod Seller, a big shout out to him and his videos that he made supporting me and whatnot. I don't see him in the comments here, but maybe he'll see this later. But he calls it a depression. It's a depression. It was a depression. It still is. A lot of people still haven't come out of that yet. So anyway, where I'm going with this story. So yeah, that was at the height of all that. That was just after I had been. That was like literally less than 2 years after I had been burned by the first restaurant job for over $7,000, and that was like literally months after I'd been burned by the second restaurant job that I'd gotten, which burned me for about an additional five. I remember the amount because I brought it up so much and wrote so many threatening letters and whatnot to the owner of the restaurant. I was trying to disguise myself as a lawyer or something, and I kept writing the amount. There was $535.91, and I've been trying to collect that for the longest time. So that was just a little bit of like literally months after that had happened. So bringing my total of ripped off owed wages to over 8,000 something dollars. I don't even know. I don't even know what the exact number is because the before number from the previous restaurant was just an estimate. I only knew the exact amount for the second restaurant. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm not even reading the comments right now, barely. But that's what happened with that. It was just right after that, right after you got ripped off. So the economy was a mess. That was back when I go to apply at places like the 99 cents only store. And I'll say this again: some people didn't believe, I guess, when I brought it up before. I personally spoke with the hiring manager himself, and he told me that back before the Great Recession, like a few years before that, they practically have to beg people to apply so they could fill positions. But then he said now, which was like 10 years ago or several years ago, he said now he said I literally got a stack of about 500 applications on my desk. And the 99 cent store is a place that does still do physical, paper applications that you actually fill out by hand. So I would imagine that they really did have a stack of 500 applications. So that was during that time. So I was pretty much unable to get a job all that time. And so the relationship ended up kind of strained and it fell apart. And I ended up, since I didn't want to go back to live in my, verbally, emotionally abusive mom's living room, I opted for the next best option, my long estranged dad's kitchen dining room, who I didn't know pretty much my whole upbringing because that's a whole other story with my mom and all that and everything and the divorce and I see a lot of people they just don't know. They always accuse me of making all these excuses and talk all this shit without even knowing half of my life story. So now some of you guys know more of it. So anyway, where was I going with this? So I was unable to get a job. Moved into my dad's kitchen, where I still was looking for a job for years and years and years. Now I was able to find some work. I wasn't totally unsuccessful. I was able to find some temporary work here and there, but it was never enough to move out of the kitchen or really like get a newer car or anything. At the time, I was still driving my 1984 Ford Tempo, a car 4 years older than me. That was a carbureted engine, had tons of problems, but I was so thankful to have because it got me off of my bike, which I'd be sweaty riding a few miles and be a mess arriving anywhere, or especially if I had to ride in the rain. That was a nightmare. So at least I had a roof and an engine this time, but still it broke down on me. And these temporary jobs that were getting me by, I was able to buy food and stuff, and like I upgraded my computer for YouTubing and stuff. But other than that, I was never able to move out or anything. And then in late 2013 was when I heard that my mom was dying of cancer, which totally threw me sideways. I totally wasn't expecting that at all. Um, so that whole thing happened. I moved it back out to my hometown of Pomona, where my mom was still living, and her rent. They talk about cost of living going up. Her rent. But I remember when me and her first moved into that apartment initially. I believe the rent was under 1,000. Maybe it was like 8 or 9 something a month, and then the garage was like another 100. I forget the exact numbers. And then by the time I had gone back over there when she was sick, and I just had to quit her job, she had actually taken up computer repair. She had actually like gone to classes and stuff to be a computer technician, which was stuff that I was into growing up. And I guess she was kind of one to follow in my footsteps. So the whole thing's really a really sad story because like the way she abused me and how I just left her. Maybe that was just her way of coping of of trying to do my thing, getting into computers. And she got pretty good at it. She had a job doing it and stuff, and she was supporting herself for a while. Which more recently in recent years, I've seen a lot of those computer places go under. And I even tried to work. I kind of offshooting for a minute, but I tried working at a computer repair place before I heard any of that happening. And he told me that the owner of the place told me that the sales had dropped by I think like at least 25 or 50% over like the past couple of years at the time he told me. And then later, I passed by the place. It's an empty building. It's an empty shell. So my mom had gotten lucky. She'd been able to make some money in that for a time until she got sick. And the rent, like I was talking about, the rent had gone up from like under 1,000 or so that she was paying. Maybe she was paying maybe like 950 or so with the garage and everything. And by the time it was maybe like 1,100, 1,200, something like that, and she couldn't work anymore, and she wasn't making that much, and she was about to have to go on to disability, Social Security, whatever. And because she couldn't work, she was dying. She was literally she was given 6 months to live. Literally 6 months to live. She was literally dying. So she couldn't afford that place anymore, so we had to find another place like real quick. That luckily I found on Craigslist after just digging around like crazy through the ads trying to find a place that we could afford with her income, and that would take her in and stuff. And so we did find a place, which is a place that she ended up dying in, which is a place that I ended up taking over. And then before my cousin and all that, I started looking for a job like crazy, applying everywhere because I was determined to not go back to my dad's kitchen. Like hell in the fuck no. The last thing I'm gonna do, like over my dead body, basically, I was thinking is go back to the fucking kitchen. I've had this whole apartment, all this time. I'm not gonna go back. I had some money because I got paid from the government actually for helping to care for my mother as like a caregiver. So I had some money that I actually put away that I was able to pay rent with after she had died and stuff, and I had exhausted a little bit of other savings that I had. But then once that was gone and I fell behind, I was about to get evicted. So then I had this cousin of mine working at a printing company. This is a really crazy story. Some of you guys are probably not going to believe the next part that I'm going to get to in a bit, because I never really even talked about this much, if at all. Maybe and I probably mentioned it a couple times in the comments. But this cousin of mine, no, you trolling pieces of shit, not G for T. G for T isn't related to me at all. I know some trolls are probably going to want to say that was George's your cousin. No, this other guy, I'm actually half Mexican. For some of you guys didn't know, and this guy is Mexican. He's working at this printing company at this warehouse. He had been working there for, at the time, I think like 13, 14 years. and he was able to pull some strings from the inside and get me in. And plus, they needed someone, and I had no experience, but he was able to help get me in, and I started working. And I was already behind on rent. I didn't get paid right away. I had to wait till I got my first paycheck. But I was able to, just the timing was just right, that by the time I got my first paycheck, I was just able to pay rent and just able to start to catch up. But I was barely even able to eat. In fact, my cousin was actually showing up, and he was so nice to me. He was giving me lunch. He was preparing lunch at his mom's, at my aunt's, and he would make an extra sandwich and he'd bring it to me because I was still trying to catch up on rent and not making anything yet, and I wasn't doing Uber or anything, and I had a 22-year-old station wagon anyway that wouldn't even qualify for Uber. So that whole thing, he got me out of that mess. I caught up, paid rent, and from then on, I did have someone living with me. There was this woman that I didn't want to go too much into. Um, and considering the date today, I don't want to get too much in. I don't have no idea. She even follows along with my channel. There's this woman that I met. I know what today's date is. She's watching this. Um, she was living in her car. I was very, very lonely. This was not the Craigslist girl that I had met that had robbed me. This was like not even like a couple months before that. That I got robbed, and then I met this woman living out of her car, and I was so lonely and I was so heartbroken. I was my guard was still raised because I literally just gotten robbed, but I just kind of saw something in her. I gave her my card. That I just gave her my card. That was it at the time, but we kind of hit it off, and gave her my card. She texted me that same night, but I ended up going to bed. I didn't even respond to it until like a day or two later. I responded, and then she wanted to meet up with me. Long story short, I ended up taking her in with me, and we lived together. And I wasn't lonely. Let's just say that. It's a long story, and so then fast forward a bit. I fall behind with the rent and everything, and because my old car was falling apart, it was needing so many repairs. It overheated it it overheated it like at least once or twice. And then I remember a couple times I had to call my boss, because what happened is I'm supposed to be at work already, and I'd already gotten ready and left the house on time, but I'm sitting in my car with the hood up, click, 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 going back, running up, trying to check all the connections, click, click, click for like 30 minutes, an hour. And I'm on the phone with my boss. I'm like, hey, like I didn't sleep in, like, don't get pissed off. I'm trying to get to work. I'm out here in my car. It's not starting. And that was actually before the job even moved. It was starting to do that already. My job was only like 3 miles away at the time. So then imagine when it moved, it was like over 25, almost 30 miles it ended up moving. And I was having so many problems with that car, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And it was costing me so much money just to keep it running and on the road and getting me to work. I couldn't pay rent anymore. I fell behind on rent, and everything was just falling apart. I just couldn't do it anymore. And gas too. I was spending more on gas, not just maintenance and repairs, but gas. Imagine if he worked like he told stories. Yujiro Hanma, whatever. What? Anyway, so I just want to put all that out there because I haven't really officially put that kind of stuff out in the video. Is going on 2 hours now. Holy shit. I'd be surprised if people are watching this long, but I guess I'm gonna string it with ads. I want to milk this cow. Honestly, I need to get the fuck out of here. I need an RV. So if people are actually watching this, I got 42 viewers, 13 thumbs up. Nice. Oh, I hate this fucking market basket case troll. Hi, goofball. Did you get any donations? Fucking slanderous trolling piece of shit. Not so many of them. Heart of Rebel. Why do I even listen to you? Connect with Nomadic Fanatic and get an RV. How is that going to get me an RV? Professional crayon eater says 24 thumbs down. Oh well. I always get trolled. Fucking trolls make like 20 accounts each. Doesn't surprise me anymore. It's not even like an accomplishment anymore. I'm already expecting it. I already know the trolls have multiple accounts and they just want to hate me and put me down. Sunny skies for me. If you don't want to listen to trolls, if you wait, it's scrolling too fast. If you don't want to listen, trolls scram. Yeah, what? See, that's the thing that the trolls. It's not that they hate my content, because if they really hated my content, they wouldn't be watching. It's just that they. It's not a matter so much of hating the content. It's a matter of that burning desire to want to hate on me and put me down. That's what it's all about. Why does a chat stream keep disappearing and reappearing? That's so annoying. I have no idea if it has to do anything with the connection or with YouTube. Juwan says he still get paid from dislikes. Well, technically, I don't get paid for neither likes nor dislikes. I get paid for views, but I know that the likes and dislikes and the comments they count towards basically viewer engagement, which can I guess push my video higher up in the charts, which would then equate to more views, which would then mean more money. But dislikes and likes and whatnot don't directly mean any exact dollar amount. Puppet Master Brian, what? Finance a Porsche? Your fiance a Porsche? What? Porsche? I can't qualify for anything anyway. I can't. I don't think I yeah, okay. Dislikes hurt you in the algorithms as harder rebel. If anything he says can be taken as trustworthy. But I guess it does kind of make sense. If Brian had G for T on his videos, his views would skyrocket, says David VR. Perhaps, but again, I don't have anything to do with the guy. I literally don't, and nor do I want to. I split ways with him like literally almost half a decade ago. I don't want anything to do with all that scamming accusations and mortgage fraud and all that bullshit that I never had anything to do with, that to this day I still get accused of. I'm fucking sick of it, man. Fuck. What the fuck is going on in the comments section? Oh, then it disappeared again. Gone on over 2 hours, guys. Now I'm realistically, it's 4:23 right now. I'm probably realistically only gonna take this until 5 o'clock, because that's about when someone's gonna get home. And I don't even really know exactly when someone's gonna get home. Someone could get home right now, even. That's all part of not having my own place, having to worry about things like that. See, if I had an RV, I just could do this all day indefinitely if I felt like it, and if it's making me enough money on live stream AdSense stuff and super chat, whatever. I don't know. So this is also new to me. I've been making money on AdSense for years, but all this live stream stuff is so new. Levitating Chicken says, how many rooms are in your house? It's a one bedroom. There's one bedroom, one bathroom, one living room, one kitchen, one dining kitchen space area, whatever the fuck it's called. It's not even a room. It's supposed to be the dining room, but it's just basically the corner between the living room and the kitchen. Final Fantasy 8911 says, is this live stream going to stay up on your channel? Yeah, this one is. Not those initial tests. I wasn't even talking. It was the middle of the night. People were asleep, and those were just functionality tests. But this, I'm actually considering this an actual, like a legit first live stream. 88 Nick 8 says, will he get together with Walking Journey? I don't know. I don't have any current plans to, but I don't know. $39 viewers, 16 likes, 2 hours, 4 minutes, 58 seconds. This is very interesting stuff. So much going on in the comments, man. 88 Nick 8 says, think about it. He did reach out to you. Well, he did give me $20. There's no denying that. I don't know. We'll see. I did say that I would never do live streams, and yet here I am. So yes, you never know. I'm honestly surprised that I'm even doing this live stream at all, to be quite frank and honest with everyone. What? Harder Rebel says, don't do it, Brian. Anthony just wants to marry you off to his oldest daughter. What the fuck? I don't even know how old his daughter is. Aren't his daughters like little kids? Anthony wants to use you as a drug mule. Fucking Harder Rebel is a weird fellow. What a character. Nick 8 says, Uber, has anyone ever opened the door and ran away from the car during a ride? No. I have had people jump out in the middle of intersections, which I'm sure, isn't, I don't know if that's technically even legal, but I can't do anything to stop them. I could tell them no, but if they're determined to get out, there's nothing I can do. So I have had at least a couple times where like, oh, we'll just get out right here. And then before I can even say anything, they're already opening the doors and jumping out. So I'm just like, oh shit. And I'm like waiting at a red light. And so I was like, okay, I'll just turn on the emergency signal flashers and okay, they're gone. Okay, turned off. Okay, light screen. Now I'm gonna go. But I mean, I can't stop them. I can't like turn around and like grab them by the shirt and be like, no, stay in the car, stay in the car. Oh man. Surviving in Los Angeles says, how do you like driving with Uber? It's all right. I mean, if I'm in a good enough mood, it's more enjoyable. I mean, I do meet a lot of people from every walk of life, pretty much. I do hear a lot of stories. People are struggling, that kind of stuff. And then on the flip side, I do trips in like Hollywood Hills, places like that, and I pick up rich people that just they live on a totally different level of reality, basically. Like basically all the poor people problems that I have and think about is like not even a passing thought to them. Like they're thinking about their next vacation and scheduling the housemaid and all this kind of shit. And I'm over here worrying about being depressed and paying bills and trying to get a place to live. Or just surviving in Los Angeles says they're in their own bubble. Yeah, they are. I could literally say that from like personally having firsthand experience interacting with them in the car with me. Yeah, they're in another bubble, and just like the things that they want to talk about, it's like, wow, you're just like, wow. you don't even live here. You live on this like this floating bubble up there. It must be nice. Shit. Like, wow, I wish my life were so carefree and happy and I did all this and that. Like sometimes people ask me about my life and I'm like, I don't have a life. I just drive. and then if they push, if they push on for more and they're genuinely curious and want to know more about me, well, I live in my dad's kitchen. I don't really have a life. I'm depressed as fuck and I live behind pieces of cardboard and this is all I do. I just drive and then I go back to the cardboard. Like I can't do anything. Like the fact that I'm even able to do this live stream right now is a miracle. I don't know for how much longer I'm going to be able to. They like to talk about themselves. So surviving in Los Angeles, yeah, that too. It's all about them, their clothes, and what they want to buy, what they've bought already. I'm even sickened sometimes. I was gonna do a video about this. I even have footage, like dash cam footage of like driving through like these like Hollywood and Beverly Hills types areas, driving, through these like twisting, winding roads, like literally like in the hills and the mountains and shit that are like surrounded like by mansions like built up into the hills. And I just get like this sickening feeling. I get like pissed off and like I'm just like there's just so much excess here. And like, man, like there's probably like thousands of dollars worth of things in just these people's trash cans. And here I am sleeping in this shit. Really, it pisses me off. It's like the imbalance, the haves and the have-nots. The balance is just so skewed and just so disproportionate and unfair. Joanne says, "Why don't you go to a barber shop?" What do you mean, to work or to get a haircut? I cut my own hair for. By the way, I got my buzzers that I do it myself, and I got a mirror that I go in the bathroom with. I don't spend any money on that shit. Surviving in Los Angeles set up here. Don't you hate it when people don't greet you or on their damn phones? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll pull up. All right, so here's me. Here's me in my car. Hello, hello, George or Anthony. I'm gonna troll the trolls right now. Hey, what's up, George? Hey, what's up, Anthony? All right, and then they just get in the car and they're just talking to each other, and like maybe like one of them has their earbuds on or something. And I'm like, all right, so we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4 Fake Street. We're going to or no, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4 Scam Street in Fraud, California. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4 Fake Street or Scam Street. Hello, and they're just like talking to each other, not even acknowledging me. And so they're like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah, that's right, yeah. I don't even know where I was trying to go with that one. I just thought I'd troll the trolls with that one. Try to make this video entertaining, you know. Harder Rebel says, Brian, do you watch Ty Lopez and Jordan Peterson? I have heard of Ty Lopez. I've seen his YouTube ads and stuff. I don't know. Joanne says, haircut. Yeah, like I said, I do my own hair. I got my own clippers, my mirror. Johnny Chinga says, let's share Uber Packs from Hell video on Facebook to make it go more viral, like a hooker's STD. LOL. Go for it. Yeah, make it go more viral. It's the more views I get, the more money I get, the closer to the RV I get. Have at it. Yoda 124. It says, "Hey yo," or "Hey ho." I said, "Hey yo." It says, "Hey ho," HO. I got confused with the Y and the Yoda. Anyway. Sunny Skies for me says, Brian, you are very creative. Your ship will come in. I hope so. Thanks for the love and support. And by ship, that's literally means ship, because this is going to be my dimension jumping ship. No, it's not going to go like that though. It's gonna like explode in like a ball of sparks. Like it's gonna like alter frequencies. It's gonna alter its vibrational frequency, shit like that, with its quantum resonator drive. Well, see, this is what makes me say the things that I say about Walking Journey. Anthony says, Brian, leave trolls alone. Why? They harass me 24/7 and slander me. Why should I leave them alone? They deserve every bit of fucking trolling that I can dish out. Exactly. Sunny Skies for me says Anthony loves trolls because he is one himself. He does stick up for trolls a lot. Oh no. See, I got a troll that went out already and was already trying to pose as G for T. They just don't leave me alone with this G for T shit. Someone just G for T supposedly says, Ryan, we need to meet again, man. No, we're not meeting. I don't have anything to do with G for T. I'm not doing anything with G for T. Leave me alone about G for T. I'm sick of hearing about fucking G for T. There's nothing G for T about my channel, and there never will be. This is my own independent channel. There's I just had a little heart attack for a second. It's the mailman. The mailman just dropped off mail. I thought someone was coming home right now, and I'd have to turn off the live stream. This is what living that was a perfect example of what living in the fucking kitchen does. It's high anxiety, high stress. I hear talking. I think it's just the neighbors. Anyway, just to further emphasize my point, this is the kind of shit I got to deal with because I don't have my own home. This is why I need the RV. Walking Journey says, Brian, you're on my live stream. Oh, nice. So you can piggyback your views off of me, I guess. All right. Well, you did give me $20. I'll let it slide. Whatever. I guess that just means more views for me too. As long as I don't get trolled, I don't mind too much. Which I probably will get trolled, because I always do, 24/7. Rolando Aguirre, or I don't know if I said that right. Just go straight. Yeah, seriously. I'm telling you where to go. Just go straight. I live right over there. I know where I live. Oh man, that video's gone so viral. God damn, 2 hours and 16 minutes. Going on 2 hours, 17 minutes. Orlando. Just go straight. Juan says Network126 versus Walking Journey series. Oh man. Ah, it's so itchy. It's so hot in here. I'm always like sweating all over the place. I got the window open, like literally right over here next to me, but kind of blowing a little bit of a breeze, but it's so hot. Again, what happened to the girl? Says 88 Nick 8. She's with her family. We couldn't handle living in the fucking car. It's driving us both crazy. It's strained us both. Sunny skies for me. Says buy a large window fan. Well, actually, I do take this fan right here. Maybe stop the propeller from spinning, but I do take this fan, and well, I guess I might as well just put it here now since I already went through the trouble of taking it down. It will help a little bit, but still, it's not really that. It's still pretty hot in here. It's just more kind of circulating some warm air. Put on a higher setting if that's not too loud on the microphone. You guys could probably hear the wind, rustling more through the speaker or through the microphone holes. Elvis Travel says, have you heard of my channel? Some trolls have mentioned it. I've never had actually been able to check it out. Some Uber videos on YouTube are big hits, says Brad Silverdog, some Obama looking troll or someone, I don't know. It's Elvis. 88 Nick 8, that's sad. Hopefully the ads will help for the motorhome. Yeah, hopefully. Honestly, they already are helping since that Uber video's been going viral. I mean, it's gotten. Let me get an exact. You know what I said like at least like an hour ago. I was gonna pull up some ads for RVs, and I never even did that. I just got so distracted here. But as far as the view count on that video, I'm gonna show you guys right here, right now, what it's at as of the moment. So I'm going to pull that up right now. Okay, so see the thing is that there's a public view count, and then there's a real-time view count that only I as a content creator have access to viewing. So the public view count says 342,362 right now. But if I go into my end from the Creator Studio end and look at the lifetime real-time view count, it's at 345,276. That's for that one video. My channel as a whole right now, my entire Network 126 of over 200 videos that I've had for over 7 years up right now, is up to currently lifetime view count 1,373,712 views. And I've got 3,719 subscribers as of right now. And on this video, this live stream, I got 37 live viewers and 16 likes, going on 2 hours and 20 minutes. What's going on in here? Okay, so before I forget again, Heart of Rebel says I need more subs. Well, create better content. Create some original content. Original content. This G for T troll says, Brian, you should go on Dr. Phil and explain your life to him. No, doofus, that's not the problem. A lot of fucking people, like I said earlier, just to rehash, 18 to 34-year-olds, go and look this up on Google right now. If you don't believe me, spend just 5 minutes looking this up. 18 to 34-year-olds are currently more likely to be living at home with parents than on their own with their own spouses. Go look it up. Things are literally that fucking bad. So, back to the RV. The RVs that I was looking up, or attempting to look up on Craigslist before I got distracted by a million other things. Juan says, start doing top 10s videos for views. Yeah, maybe I should start looking in this. I'm always open to different formats and different things like that. I'm always I've been looking around on YouTube for so many years, and I've seen so many types of videos and seen what kinds of things work, and pick up some ideas for editing styles and ways of putting stuff together. So yeah, that is another thing to look into. Another one that nobody's mentioned, I've seen in the comments, is that I mentioned earlier, was glitch in the matrix stories. You could find these. The Reddit is full of these stories that people submit, and there's a lot of people that'll just read these, and make videos of just reading it, and they get a lot of views. And a lot of these stories are very interesting. That make me question reality quite a bit, and that actually serve as some of the basis for material for a road track, and all the ideas that I'm growing for that. Okay, so there's some RVs for rent here. I'm not looking to rent an RV though. And some of these are really new. Like this one here is 31 grand. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a nice RV, but it's 31 grand. I'm not trying to get a 31 grand RV. I'm just trying to show that to you guys. It's the contrast isn't even adjusting, but it's 31 grand. It's a nice RV though. I'm just looking more. Oh, see that these they're a little small, but I like them. The Toyota Dolphins. It's a 1985 Toyota Rogue Class C Dolphin, but they want 9,500 for it, and I'm sure part of the reason why is those 22RE engines. I know all about those, and those Toyotas. Those things run forever. Those things are reliable as hell. That's why they're worth so much, I guess now, because they're very sought after because they don't break down.
as much as like the Fords and the Chevys, the Dodges, and what have you. See, I'm trying to find one that's like more in the price range. Oh, here we go. 1994 Coachman Leprechaun Class C RV in Mojave, California. They want $4,500 for that. See, that's the kind of thing that I would get. If I got if I got the 5,250 in donations on GoFundMe, and I saw something like this, I'd be going out and looking at it. Here, you guys can kind of see that a little bit there. They want $4,500 for it in Mojave, California. Actually, let me go ahead because they got they got 8 pictures total of it. So I want to look at the rest of them. It says condition good, fuel gas, because some of them are diesel. This one's a gas one. Odometer 45,000 miles. Size dimensions are, it says 27 feet. Transmission automatic. It's a 1994 Coachman Leprechaun Class C RV. Full bathroom, shower, kitchen with microwave, dual powered fridge, which means propane and electric, and gas stove. And then it says again odometer 45,000. It's got 6 cylinders. And let me pull up another picture here of it. There's just kind of a side view of it. Again, they want $4,500 for this, less than $5,000. It's a 1994. That's actually newer than a lot of the other ones in that price range. Normally, you'd have to settle for something maybe made in like the late 80s. Here is, it's a little messy inside, but obviously could be easily cleaned up. But man, just look at that. There's a lot more living space than that. There's so much I could do with that. Some of you guys, that actually have a real home are probably watching this and thinking, man, like what what a cramped mess. Like my bedroom's bigger than that. Yeah, that's probably the case. But compared to what I got back here, this is a fucking mansion. And it'd be mine. I would literally be able, I would own it. I'd be able to paint it, drill holes in it, and not worry about a landlord and not have to pay rent on it. J Rod says, how much money got saved up? Look on the GoFundMe. I just got a donation today for $50, which I'm very grateful and thankful for. I originally had $60 on there from other people, about 10 other people, I believe, who donated. So it totaled about 60. So I just got another 50 today. So I should have about 110 out of my entire required 5,500 goal to get something like this. Joseph Soto says this guy's offering you an RV. Okay, I'm kind of falling back behind on the comments here. Well, someone did offer me an RV. I think it was in Florida. I don't have any money to travel right now, or if he was offering to maybe have it towed or something, that I have to pay for it, but I don't have money to pay for that either. So I'm pretty damn stuck. See, there's the kitchen in the RV. It'd be nice to actually have my own kitchen. The funny thing is if I sleep in the overhead compartment of the RV, I would still technically be very close to the kitchen. But the difference is, it's my kitchen, my RV. Nobody else is walking through it. I can do whatever I want in my own kitchen. That's the difference. And this G4T troll is saying Brian has $110 saved him. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, now chat just disappeared again. There he goes again. At this rate, he'll have enough to buy an RV in June 2083. Yeah, okay, thanks, troll G4T, fake ass G4T. I don't know why you guys insist on continuing to want to troll me with this G4T shit. Harder Rebel says, have you tried having a Shopify store? Okay, but what the fuck am I going to sell? Where am I going to store it? Where am I going to Where am I gonna be storing shit to sell shit? Really? Okay. Harder Rebel says that's not how it works, Brian. With 2 exclamation points. Oh my god. Oh man. Same RV, same RV, $4,500. Look at that bedroom. Look at that bedroom. Oh my god. I would actually have my own bedroom with cabinets and drawers, with a door that I can close and lock. 4,500 guys, $4,500. Same RV again. I would also have my own couch. My own couch. Oh my god. The couch with a window and more storage. This is since see, this is why a lot of people, they ask me, why do you want an RV so bad? Why are you so obsessed with RVs? This is why. This is why. This yeah, why? 'Cause I need a place to live. I need living space. I need privacy. As it is, it's 4:51 p.m. right now. I actually am expecting family, someone to come home within maybe about 10 minutes or so. So as it is, this live stream's already 2.5 hours, going on 2 hours, 31 minutes, 30 viewers, 16 thumbs up. There's a shower. I'd have my own shower that I'd be able to take as long as showers I want in. Well, as long as I have water. Nobody wanting to walk in, use the bathroom while I'm in there or anything. Heart of Rebel says, yeah, for that cheap, it's got to be a shitty RV. No, actually, it doesn't seem to be a very shitty RV. Look at it. It's a 1994. It's not a 1984. It's actually got like the newer generation body there. 1994. They want 4,500 for it. Again, guys, I must remind you, if I do hear the engine pull up in the driveway or I do hear keys at the door, I will have to abruptly end this live stream and go jump in the shower and go get my ass out there Ubering and making some more money. or WCAM Studio says, as long as the hull and engine and transmission are sound, get it. So there you have, that was one RV. That's actually a really good one. I wish I could get that one. Wish I had the money right now to just call them up and offer some, or at least just go look at it. That would be an interesting. I mean, actually, I wonder if my phone has enough, could handle enough bandwidth to do a live stream. And if I took my laptop out there with a full battery with a wide angle lens on it, I could even do a live stream checking out an actual RV. That'd be really cool. Here is a Dodge Class C RV in Mid City. They want 3,800 for that. See, that one's a way older though. See that? That's an old RV. But as long as it runs, it would function. I could do something with that. Final Fantasy 8911 says, is $5,500 enough for their RV expenses? Will that be enough to pay your debts, insurance, and the RV and whatever else? Well, as I explained earlier in the video, if I hit the 5,500 goal on GoFundMe, after GoFundMe gets their percentage cut out of that, I'm going to be left with about $5,250. Now, out of that, I need to have a little bit of an emergency fund to have for any immediate repairs that it needs. Like if it has like really old cracked tires that are like about to blow out or something and need to be replaced like immediately, I want to have some money set aside already to be able to take care of something like that. just to first, to have it immediately drivable and usable. And then I'm also going to need to be able to have it registered and insured. I want it to be all legit, all paperwork done, so I don't have to worry about getting it, having it towed as long as I'm legally parked. So I'm looking to get something in about the 3 to 4 thousand range. So ideally, if I get 5,200, I'd be wanted to spend about between 3 and 4 on the actual RV itself, just to give me some kind of wiggle room for other shit that are needed and associated with the RV. So Joseph Soda says, what do you have saved? You, not GoFundMe, you. Zero. As I've been trying to explain so many times in the comments section, try to function, live a normal life like that. I live in a fucking kitchen. It interferes with my ability to live and function like a human being and get shit done. It depresses the fuck out of me. I don't have personal space. It's anyway, I can go on a whole hour-long ranting whatever about it. So I've explained it so many times. JB, how do you have zero saved living free of rent and utilities? Easy, because I just explained I don't function. It has nothing to do with budgeting or spending. It's about functioning. It's about just being able to get myself together and get out and work and make money and not be fucking too depressed to even like think straight and be able to form a complete sentence. It gets that bad. I mean, sometimes I get so stressed out I can't even eat. I lose my appetite at times. Like, I don't know. I just get like this weird like tight feeling in my stomach. Like it. I don't know. Just so many people just don't understand the level of depression and anxiety and stress that I endure on a daily basis. This is very rare as it is right now that I have this place alone for as long as I'm having it right now. Being able to do a now 2 hour and 36 minute long live stream here, because I normally don't even have this much alone time to be able to do stuff like this. This is why I can't even function. I can't. This is why I'm just like, I have to get out in the car just to have some peace and quiet and alone time, or stay up all night in the middle of the night just to. But then I can't make noise. I have my alone time, but then I have to be quiet. It's the middle of the night. And then VMAC, the stupid troll, wah, 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 can't work, I'm depressed, can't sleep, wah, wah, wah. Yeah, you know what? I hope someday all you fucking trolling shitheads that are making fun of me and talking shit, I hope one day you wind up like me or worse and are suffering beyond comprehension that you can even imagine right now. And that you wind up in a situation like mine, as desperate as I'm in, or worse, and you're like about ready to fucking kill yourself because you're that fucking miserable. And I want you to remember all the shit that you been spewing out of your ass, verbal diarrhea at me, telling me all this bullshit about you're lazy, wah, 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 wah. Yeah, try living and functioning the way I do. Just try getting through the day with my level of depression from not having personal space or privacy, not being able to live my life, not being able to even like handle having a relationship with the girlfriend over, or being able to do anything. I mean, like I said, just the fact that I'm doing this video right now, doing this live stream for as long as I'm doing it, in itself is a miracle. Now, if I had my own place, just a little RV, just an old little piece of shit RV like this, I'd be in there, being able to do this kind of stuff anytime I wanted without having to worry about who's going to pull up in the driveway and put the keys in the door and, interrupt my whole space, my whole sanctuary, Anyway, back to the comments here before I end this live stream pretty soon, because it's 4:59, and I shit you not, family is about to come home very, very soon. VMAC, again with this trolling bullshit. They're a mental health professional if you're depressed. No. See, this is why I keep trying to explain to people. My head is fine. The problem isn't my head. No amount of fucking swallowing chemical pills or going to a room to talk to some fucking psychologist. This fucking psychologist is going to help me, as long as I have to keep coming home every night to come sleep behind this wall, this cardboard wall. That's the problem. That's what's depressing me. It's not here. It's there. It's my living situation. My whole. This is what I keep trying to explain to people. Don't fucking get it. The stupid fucking dense ass people, fucking hard-headed ass people that just I explain this to them. I say, look, personal space and privacy is literally as important as food and water for most living organisms to be able to function. I'm not crazy for going crazy living behind a piece of cardboard. This is where I sleep. I go in there and I sleep. And over there's the living room, and over there's the fucking refrigerator, and over here's the fucking kitchen sink. I need personal space. I don't have mental problems. I need personal space. I need a place to call home. I need a bit. I need just to have a door to just close and lock and just not have to worry about anyone. I can like walk around naked or just do whatever the fuck I need to do. Talk, make videos, make noise, just be me. Just relax, unwind. Go plop on the couch, knock out. And then get up at any time I want and just start working again. Make have projects going on. Be taking stuff apart, having things on the table and this and that. I can't do any of that. That's why I go so fucking crazy. It's not my mentality. It's not a mental illness. It's the fact that I don't have a place to just be and just have a home and just live. Ugh. Where's the garbage disposal, Leroy Jenkins? It's in the sink. It's right here. It's like literally right there. VMAC, no matter what anyone says, you have an excuse. Yeah, see, that's what the trolling, stupid bullshit people always fucking say. They always say it's an excuse, and I've done pictures and stuff and video clips trying to show and portray how I live, and people just still don't fucking get it. Like, literally, try honestly living the way I live, try to function, try to stay sane, you know, try to just maintain a clear, straight line of thought with all, noises around you and shit in a kitchen. You know, it's it's not excuses. So many people have so many misconceptions about my situation and have no idea what I endure and what I go through. WCAM Studio says, call 211, Brian. They can help you get your own place. I've heard a lot of those government uh, assistance things are really backlogged right now because exploding homelessness. It's literally that bad. I mean, I've literally spoken to homeless people that try to get into like shelters and whatnot, and there's like waiting lists and all this shit. It's so hard even trying to get it. It's so hard trying to get help because all the help is so swamped. Because homelessness is literally exploding out here. People don't understand. WCAM Studio says you're homeless. My family disagrees. Yeah, it's all a matter of perspective. Like I was going on GoFundMe originally saying that I was homeless and needing an RV. Then my family got pissed off and says you're not homeless. And, I mean, it's kind of a gray area, I guess. I don't know. It just depends on people's perspective. WCAM Studio says pay 30% of your income, but I don't have stable, steady income. Like I've been trying to say in my other videos, my Uber income is just all over the place. I barely function. Like I keep trying to say, that's why I can't. That's why I have so much difficulty paying bills or saving any money. Like I said, it's not a spending or budgeting problem. It's just because I just don't function. My earnings are just all over the place. Some weeks I'll make like 100 something bucks. Some weeks I'll make 300 or 400 bucks, or maybe even more. It just depends. It just depends how much I happen to drive and how much I was able to fight through the depression and get out there and work and make money. That's how my life has been. So there you have it. And that's what I keep trying to say, but people just don't get it. This G for T troll says suicide call centers are overwhelmed with calls. Now, even though